श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। ततः we will recite it. ततः प्रीतो अभवद् राजा, we will recite it.
ततः प्रीतो भगवद् राजा
श्रुत्वा तु द्विजभाषितम्
श्रुत्वा तु द्विजभाषितम्
अमात्यांश्च अब्रवीद् राजा
अमात्यांश्च ब्रवीत् राजा
हर्षेणेदं शुभाक्षरम्
हर्षेणेदं शुभाक्षरम्
गुरुणा
महोदय न प्रेजेंटेशन न दृश्यते, श्लोकाः न दृश्यन्ते।
न दृश्यन्ते।
नैव।
Okay, once again I will share it now.
अहं तु न द्रष्टुं शक्नोमि, अन्यैः
इदानीं
नैव। Is everybody able to see the shlokas?
Yes, I am able to see the shlokas.
Is it?
Yes, we are able to see.
अस्तु, अहं प्रत्यागमिष्यामि। क्षम्यतां, धन्यवादः।
अमात्यांश्च अब्रवीद् राजा
अमात्यांश्च ब्रवीत् राजा
हर्षेणेदं शुभाक्षरम्
हर्षेणेदं शुभाक्षरम्
गुरूणां वचनात् शीघ्रम्
गुरूणां वचनात् शीघ्रं
यज्ञभूमिर्विधीयताम्।
यज्ञभूमिर्विधीयताम्।
We had seen this shloka, but there is a story in between. So he wanted to perform Ashvamedha Yajna, and he invited all the Rishis there, and he took permission from Rishis that I wanted to perform this yaga. That's why, for the sake of sons, I request your permission. Everybody accepted this and they said, okay, you can do yaga. So these rishis, they accepted and permitted Dasharatha to perform this yaga. What yaga? It is the Ashvamedha Yaga. The Putrakameshti comes later on. So everything arrangement was made that he will perform the yaga. And in between there is a story. After the assemblies is gone, all the rishis, they went to their homes, and Sumantra told Dasharatha, there is a story, there is a incident that I heard from Sanatkumara very much earlier, very old story. Once all the rishis were assembled and Sanatkumara told one story. There is a rishi called Vibhandaka, and Vibhandaka, he had Rishyasrnga as son. Rishyasrnga is the son of Vibhandaka. This Rishyasrnga is raised in completely isolation. The Vibhandaka, he was very much worried that all the people will come and trouble his son. Troubling means they will create many problems in his tapasya. So he raised Rishyasrnga in completely isolation. So he never saw other people at all. He saw only his father, that is Vibhandaka. That is the situation of Rishyasrnga. So he is not troubled by anything else. He is not familiar with anyone in this world, totally isolation. So he is a great tapasvi. And this Rishyasrnga is great tapasvi. That's why whenever he goes, there will be high rain. There will be a king called Romapada of the kingdom of Angadesha, where later Karna also became king. Angadesha is part of Bihar now. Hmm. So he is king of Angadesha, and he made some mistakes with Rishis. So there was no rain for many years in the Angarajya. So the Romapada, again, he wanted to have rain, and all the Rishis told that rains will happen. It will rain when Rishyasrnga is brought here into the Angadesha. How to bring the Rishyasrnga? Rishyasrnga does not know anybody, and everybody is worried about Vibhandaka. So somehow they were worried, and they made a plan. They will send all the dancers and all other Vaishyas to the ashrama of Vibhandaka, Rishyasrnga, and they will make a kind of honey trap. Somehow they will be able to ensnare this Rishyasrnga into the Anga Rajya. Somehow they went and they stayed near the ashrama of Rishyasrnga. Once the Rishyasrnga came to the place where these um, this this um, Varavanitas were staying. So, and he saw first time he is seeing a woman in his total life. So he did not know who are these people. And he invited all these Vara Vanitas to his ashrama, and he gave Arghyapadya, etc. He thought all these are great rishis. So he gave Arghyapadya, etc. And he entertained them. And they were very much worried. If Vibhandaka comes there, they will be cursed, because he did not want anybody else to disturb his son. But somehow they gave some laddus and all other sweets to Rishyasrnga. And the Rishyasrnga, he ate them. First time he is eating it, he thought these are all kinds of fruits. And these Varavanitas, they made a trick. They hugged him, this Rishyasrnga, and he entertained all the things, and they went back to their place where they were staying near the ashrama of Rishyasrnga. And this fire is kindled in the Rishyasrnga. Now Rishyasrnga wanted to see them badly for after many days, and he went to their ashrama. And they all welcomed him, and they invited him to their kingdom, their Angadesha. Our ashrama is very beautiful. Please come. Please accept our hospitality. All this they made somehow accept. So he went to the Angadesha, and this immediately when this Rishyasrnga entered the kingdom, rains happened. It was raining heavily. So everybody was happy. And immediately the Romapada, he gave his daughter Shanta in marriage to Rishyasrnga. So Rishyasrnga was very much happy there. He stayed there in the Angadesha. And who is Shanta? Shanta is the daughter of Dasharatha, actually. Dasharatha had this Shanta, very elder daughter, and he gave it to Romapada because Romapada did not have any issue. That's why he gave in adoption to Romapada, and Romapada um, he he made Shanta his daughter, and he gave it to he gave Shanta to Rishyasrnga in marriage. So this Rishyasrnga is the great Rishi, and Rishyasrnga, when Rishyasrnga is brought into Ayodhya, he will be able to produce sons for Dasharatha. It is the Bhavishya Vachana of Sanatkumara to the Rishis, and the Sumantra had heard this Bhavishya Vachana. So he told Dasharatha, this is the story of Rishyasrnga. You please bring Rishyasrnga to your Ayodhya. So he will be able to do all the needful for you. He will be there for your Yajna, Ashvamedha Yajna, and also for your Putrakameshti. Accordingly, Dasharatha went to the Angadesha because Angadesha king, the Romapada, was very much very much friend of Dasharatha. He welcomed Dasharatha and they stayed there for many days, and later he requested that Rishyasrnga Rishi may be sent to the Ayodhya. Prabhupada accepted and Rishyasrnga came there. Then all the preparations for Ashwamedha Yaga was started, and they sent this horse to the travel around the countryside for 1 year. One horse has to travel all around the country, and after 1 year, the Ashwamedha Yaga will be performed. And in the meantime, Dasharatha also invited all other kings to the Ashwamedha Yaga because Ashwamedha Yaga is a high prestigious event for the emperors. That is possible for only emperors because everybody has to accept the supremacy of the king who has to perform the Ashwamedha Yaga. So Dasharatha was very much great king, and everybody accepted his supremacy, and they gave tax to the Ashwamedha Yaga. Everybody came to the Ashwamedha Yaga. And Ashwamedha Yaga was performed in a very detailed manner. Whatever has happened in the Ashwamedha Yaga, and who were the kings, they were invited for the Yaga. Everything is there. Kashi Raja and Kekai Raja, Angaraja, Kosala Raja, Magadha Raja, and all other in the kings in the eastern direction, Sindhu, Savira, and the western direction, Sindhu, Savira, Saurashtra kings, and also many southern kings were also invited there. So all the kings, they assembled in the Yaga, and accordingly, this is performed in a detailed way, elaborate way that was prescribed in the Shastras. Accordingly, Yajna was over, and he gave enough riches to all the dana to all the brahmanas and all other people who assembled there. And Ramayana records that Dasharatha gave his Kankana, Hasta Kankana, the very big Kankana that was worn by himself, Dasharatha. One Brahmana came there and he gave that to the Brahmana. One very poor Brahmana came there and he gave that also. And this Ashwamedha Yaga is over now. And then Dasharatha requested Rishyasrnga to perform a yaga that will help him to get sons. So, okay, he said, I will now perform Putrakameshti for you. This Putrakameshti is performed using the mantras that are available in the Atharva Veda. Very great mantra. So, this Ashwamedha, after the Ashwamedha Yaga, this Putrakameshti Yaga was performed. Before that, there is again a story that is available here. Now, we will see the next two shlokas. We will recite it. Tatheti cha tatas sarve. Tatheti cha tatas sarve.
तथेति च ततः सर्वे
Yatha jnaptam akuruvata.
ರೈಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ
Yatha jnaptam akuruvata.
ಯಥಾಜ್ಞಪ್ತಂ ಕುರ್ವತ
Tatho vasishtha pramukha.
ತಥೋ
ततो
वसिष्ठ प्रमुखा
प्रमुखा
ನೋಡಿ ಎರಡನೇ
Yajna karma arabham stada.
ಯಜ್ಞಕರ್ಮಾರಭ್ಯಂ
ಅಷ್ಟೇ
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ
Okay.
ಇದು ಮನೆ ಇದೇನೆ ಗೇಟ್ ಮುಂದೆನೂ
Then all the people of King Dasharatha, they arranged all the things that were needed for the yajna. And the Rishis, Vasishtha Vamadeva, etc., these people, they started yajna karma. What yajna karma? It is the Ashwamedha Yaga. Vasishtha Pramukha yajna karma arabham stada. Everything was ready. So this yajna was started. Now, in the Ashwamedha Yaga, this horse was killed, and the Vapa is the one part between the heart and the stomach of human body and all other animals also. That is called Vapa. And Vapa is offered to the gods. That is the normal procedure of yajna. And in the same manner, this horse Vapa, that is called diaphragm in the modern language, in the modern parlance, and he has translated momentum. So P.P. Shastri has made it as momentum, and they cut it out from the body of horse, and there are many other things of many parts of horse body that are also offered to the gods in the Ashwamedha Yaga. And this Ashwamedha Yaga is very much powerful, very elaborate manner, many days it will take. And this Vapa is also part of the yajna. And also there are Soma Yaga, Soma is offered, Prata Savana, Madhyendra Savana, and Sayam Savana. All the descriptions of this Yaga are available in the Ramayana. And the Dasharatha, he was there sitting there, and he inhaled the smoke emanating from the Vapa. It is one shloka in between all other procedures of yajna taken for here, because Vapa Yaga is also very important. Now we will recite the shloka. Dhumagandham vapayastu
Humagandham vapayastu
jigrati sma naradhipaha
jigrati sma naradipaha
yathakalam yathanyayam
yathakalam yathanyayam
nirnudan papamatmanaha.
nirbuddhan papamatmanaha.
These Ritviks, they cut out the vapa and they baked it. And the smoke emanating from this baking, or the vapa that was being baked, it was everywhere. The smoke and the scent emanate, or scent, or some kind of I don't know what kind of scent that comes from this smoke, but it is called dhumagandha. Normally, we should inhale the smoke emanating from the yajna, not from the cremation fire. That is very bad for the health. Some cremation of human body is being done, and when the fire is lit and there emerges very strong odor of this chita, because human body is being burned, that kind of dhuma is very bad for health. So one should not inhale it. Immediately they should they have to walk away from the chita. So, but dhumagandha is very important for the human health. Whenever the yajna is performed, the smoke emanates from the fire when some ahutis are put. So that dhumagandha was, it is normally the person who is performing yajna, he will inhale the dhumagandha. And in the same manner, this king, Dasharatha, who was performing this Ashvamedha Yaga, he inhaled the odor emanating from Vapa, or the smoke, the scent of smoke of Vapa, he was inhaling. Yathakalam yathanyayam. Yathakalam, because at the time he has to be there. Yathanyayam, according to the Shastras. Nirnudam papamatmanaha. What happens from inhaling such a strong scent of smoke? It will clear all our sins. Nirnudan papamatmanaha. He was cleansing himself from all the sins that he has done. So he inhaled this dhumagandha. It means it is the symbolic of the Vapa Yaga, and also the Pratha Savana, Madhyandra Savana, and the Sayan Savana, everything is performed in the Ashvamedha Yaga. And he gave all the money to the Ritviks. Everybody was happy. And then what happened? As I have told, that after the Ashvamedha Yaga is over, Dasharatha requested Rishyasrnga to start the Putrakameshti. So he started Putrakameshti for Dasharatha. In the meanwhile, everybody was troubled by the Ravana. There is story of Ravana, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Shishupala, Dantavakra. These are the three avatars, three descensions of the Jaya Vijayas, as we hear in the Bhagavata Saptamaskandha. Once upon a time, this Sanakadi Rishis, they wanted to enter the Vaikuntha, the residing chamber of Vishnu, and this Jaya and Vijaya immediately they blocked the way of these Rishis. The Rishis, they cursed them. You don't know why we are coming here. See, it is the nature of people. This Jaya and Vijaya, they were not, we cannot call them humans. They are all Devatas. But still, because of their extreme proximity to Vishnu, they were feeling very high. We are the gatekeepers of Vishnu. We will enter. We will let anybody enter. If we don't want, we will not let them enter into the chambers of Vishnu. Bhagavata, it records that even Lakshmi was blocked by these people once upon a time. Lakshmi is the Vishnu's wife, and she has unblocked or uninterrupted entry into the Vishnu's chamber. But once this Jaya and Vijaya, they blocked her entry also. So everybody was very much irritated by the Jaya and Vijaya. But the last straw came with Sanakadis. They cursed them that you get down into the bhumi. You become Rakshasas. As they accepted later on, they became Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. They were already killed. Now they are in the Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Pulastya's son Vishravas, and Vishravas' son is the Ravana. Ravana is born as the son of Vishravas, and his elder brother was the Kubera. So now this Ravana, because of his extreme proximity to the Vishnu in his Jaya Vijaya Avatara, Jaya as Jaya, he had been very powerful and he made great tapasya, and he wanted to rule the whole three worlds by himself. So everybody in the Swargaloka was worried that this Ravana is troubling all of us. We should do something for him. And Ramayana records, it is just before the Putrakameshti started. All the Devatas, they had assembled to enter into the Yajna of Dasharatha, in the Putrakameshti Yajna of Dasharatha. And they were very much worried. Even Brahma was there. You had given all this vara to the Ravana. Now he is troubling us. Please help us. You do something for us. It is the story that unfolds now. We will see the shlokas. We will recite this. Tato deva sagandharva
ततो देवास्सन्दर्भाः
siddhascha paramarshayah
Siddhascha
सिद्धार्थपरमर्शयः
abruvan lokakartaram
अब्रुवं लोककर्तारं
brahmanam vachanam mahat.
Brahmanam
ब्रह्माण्डं वचनं महत्.
The Devatas assembled in the Devaloka along with all the Gandharvas, Siddhas and Rishis. They were there, and even Brahmaji was there. So Abruvan, these people, Devatas, Devas, they told Lokakartaram Brahmanam. They told Brahma, who is the creator of this whole world. What they told? Vachanam, they told one word or one sentence, or they made a request to the Brahma. Mahat, but it had great weightage, because all the things that happen in the Swargaloka, when somebody requests for that thing, otherwise things will not happen. So all these Devatas, they were troubled and they wanted to request Brahma. That request is now in the next shloka. Bhagavam stvatprasadena
भगवन् प्रसादेन
Prasadena
Ravano nama rakshasaha
Ravano Nama
Ravano
Rakshasah
nama rakshasah
sarvanno badhate viryat
सर्वान्नो
sarvanno vadhate
Vadhate
viryat
shasitum tam nashaknumaha.
शासितुं
bhasitum na
तं न शक्नुमः
Samna
Shaknumaha.
shaknumaha.
So you have given him vara that you will not be killed by any Devatas, Asuras, and all the Gandharvas, all divine bodies. You will not be killed by any divine body. It is your boon to the Ravana. So now Ravana is troubling us. We are not able to restrain him. This Devatas are speaking. Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the address of Bhagavan Shabda. Hey Bhagavan, Tvatprasadena. You had given vara to the Ravana. It is your prasada, and he is accompanied by such a great boon. Ravano nama Rakshasa. This Ravana is Rakshasa. He is Sarvan Naha Badhate. He is troubling all of us. Badhate, troubling. Sarvan Naha, all of us. He is troubling us. Viryat, because he has high power now. Shasitum tam shasitum. To control him, to restrain him. Na shaknumaha. We are not able. We will not be able, or we are unable to restrain him or control him. And these Rishis and all the Devatas, they were very much troubled. How he was troubling? He wanted to send, even he wanted to take the Indra Rajya, even Swarga from Indra. Shakram Tridasha Rajanam Pratharshaitum Ichhati. He wants to molest even the Indra and all the Rishis, all the Yakshas, Gandharvas and Brahmanas, Asuras. Everybody is troubled by him. Nobody is able to rule over him. And even the Nainam Surya Pratapati, even Surya is not putting too much sunlight on him. Parshvevati Namarutaha. This Vayu is not able to near this Ravana. Even Samudra is very much static now. Always it creates ripples and all the waves, but now because of the fear of Ravana, it has become static. It is the situation now. So now you have to tell us a way how to control him. So this is the request of all the Devatas. And now Brahmaji told, I know the way to restrain or kill this Rakshasa, Ravana, because he wanted a boon from me that I should not be killed by Gandharvas, Yakshas and Devatas and Rakshasas. He just did not remember that he has to ask a vara that he shall not be killed from humans also. But he did not remember it. Just it slipped out of his tongue, his mind. Nakirtayad avajnanat tadraksho manushamstada. So the only way that the Ravana is restrained is from a human. So we have to think over which human will come and kill this Ravana. And now the next shloka starts here. Etasmin antare Vishnuhu
एतस्मिन् अन्तरे विष्णु
तरे विष्णुः
upayato mahadyutihi
उपयातो महाद्युतिः
abravit tridashan sarvan
अब्रवीत् त्रिदशान् सर्वान्
sametan dharma samhitan.
समेतान् धर्मसंहितान्.
Okay. Etasmin antare. In the meantime, in the meanwhile, Vishnuhu upayataha. The Vishnu came there. Vishnu entered the assembly. Mahadyutihi. Highly radiating or highly illuminating, effulgent Vishnu. He arrived there in the assembly of these Devatas. Abravit, he told them, Tridashan Sarvan. Tridasha means these Devatas who have no sleep. So always these Devatas, they are called Tridashas. Tridasha means only having 3 stages in their life. They don't have the 4th stage. That is the Vardhakya in their life. They are born, they are raised, and they are young, but they never age old. So always they are in the 3rd stage. Or 3rd stage, that is the youth. So that's why these are all called Tridashas. And Vishnu told these Tridashas, Sarvan Sametan Dharma Samhitan. They were all always worried about the protection of this Dharma. That is why Vishnu told them what he told. That is in the next shloka. Before that, Etasmin antare Vishnu upayato mahadyutihi is some previous shloka, and in between the other line, Abravit Tridashan Sarvan Sametan Dharma Samhitan, there is a description of Devata's request to the Vishnu also. When Vishnu entered the assembly, these people, they prostrated before them. And these Devatas, they requested Vishnu, now you have to descend on the earth in the house of Dasharatha with your 4 quarters. It is the request of these Devatas. Vishnu Putratvam Agacha Kratvatmanam Chaturvidham. You have to take 4 forms and enter the house of Dasharatha. Now, there is Dasharatha king who is performing this yaga. And you have to, we request you to be born as the son of this Dasharatha with your 4 quarters. Kratvatmanam Chaturvidham. That is very interesting. Because the Vasudeva, Sankrishna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, these 4 forms have to be born in the house of Dasharatha. That is very interesting thing that we will come to that point later on also when the Rama takes birth there. So Vishnu accepted their request and he told them. It is the next shloka. Bhayam tyajata bhadram vo
Bhayam
Vayam
tyajata
Bhadram
bhadram vo
hitartham yudhiravanam
Hitartham Yudhi
Hitartham
Ravanam
yudhi ravanam
kruram duratmanam
hatva
duratmanam
hatva kruram duratmanam
hatva kruram duratmanam
devarshinam bhayavaham
devarshinam bhayavaham
vatsyami manushe loke
vatsyami manushe loke
palayan prithivimimam.
Palayan
palayan
Mimam.
imam.
prithvimimam.
Okay, bhayam tyajata. You just leave away all your fears. Don't be troubled by your fear that Ravana will take over all your kingdom. Bhadram vaha. Vaha bhadram. Vaha means to you, to all of you, there should be bhadram. Bhadra is very good, auspicious. Everything that is against inauspicious, insecurity, and all other things. So bhadra means there should be good things for you. For your sake, hitartham, for your safety, Ravanam yudhi hatva. I will kill Ravana in the war. How Ravana is there? Kruram duratmanam. He is very cruel. Duratmanam. Well, he is bad intent always, of bad characters. Devarshinam bhayavaham. He is even terrible even to the Devatas and Rishis. So how he is even terrifying all these people? This even the Ravana, he had great power, but he had only one high mistake. He was low on dharma. He was high on everything, but he was not following the dharma. That is the only one problem of Ravana. And he wanted to take away all the women from Devatas. He never worried about molesting or kidnapping others' women. Such a cruel person. So you have to do something else. Devarshinam bhayavaham. So he was very much terrific or terrible, even to the terrifying all these Devatas and Rishis. So I will kill this Ravana, and having killed this Ravana, I will be there in this humans loka, the space of humans, Palayan Prathivemimam, and I will be ruling over the whole earth for many years. But that is missing here. Hatva kruram duradharsham devarshinam bhayavaham dasavarsha sahasrani dasavarsha shatanicha. It is there. Vatsami manushe loke palayan prathivemimam. I will be there in this earth for 10,000 years. Dasavarsha sahasrani. Dasavarsha shatanicha. 10,000 years, and again 10,100 years. 10,100 years. 1,000 means it is again 1,000 years. So total 11,000 years I will be there. I will be ruling over this earth, and I will do all the necessary things for you. So this is the uh, assurance given by Rama to Dasharatha. Then what happened? Evam dattva varam devo
Evam dattva varam devo
devanam vishnuratmavan
devanam vishnuratmavan
manushye chintayamasa
manushe chintayamasa
janma bhumi mathatmanah.
janma bhumi mathatmanaha.
So he said, Rama told that I will descend there and I will do the needful. Evam dattva varam dattva. He gave boon to assurance to all the devatas. Devanam krate varam dattva. Devaha Vishnu Atmavan. Atmavan means who is having control over on his own soul. That Vishnu is the Devanam Deva, is the God of gods. You can understand Evam Dattva Varam Devanam. Devanam Evam Varam Dattva. He gave boon to all the Devatas. It is one kind of understanding. And Devaha Devanam. He is the Deva Deva, Vishnu. He is God of gods. So that Vishnu, Atmavan, he is self-restrained. And where he has to come down, where he has to descend on this earth. On the earth means he can come anywhere. He can enter the earth, but he may become a horse, it may become a donkey, or Vishnu has no worry because he had taken Avatara, Haigriva Avatara, and Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, and all other things that he has already taken. So he will be born in the earth, but now he wanted to be a human. Manushye chintayamasa janma bhumi mathatmanaha. Now he thought his next place of his birth or avatara be the body of humans. Janma bhumi, for his janma bhumi, avatara bhumi, atmanaha avatara bhumi, manushye chintayamasa. He thought now he will be born into the mortals. Again, where in the mortals? So that is in the next shloka. Tataha padma palashakshaha
पलासाक्षः
तत्त्वात्मानं चतुर्विधं
विश्वात्मानं चतुर्विधं
पितरं रोचयामास
पितरं रोचयामास
तदा दशरथं नृपम्.
तदा दशरथं.
Okay. In the humans means where? He thought I will be coming down into the earth in the house of Dasharatha. I want Dasharatha as my father in this world because now he is going to perform the Putrakameshti and he has done all the necessary tapasya for it. This Aditi and Kashyapa, they had made great tapasya that they want to have Vishnu, their son, Vishnu as their son. So these three, Aditi and Kashyapa, this, uh, Kashyapa was himself as born as the Dasharatha there, and he wanted to have the son, none other than Vishnu himself. So they had three avatars. One is the again Vasudeva and Devaki, and this Dasharatha and Kausalya. And another one is Prishni and Sutapa. The three lives they took, and in all the three lives they had Vishnu as their son. So there is a story behind Dasharatha choosing Dasharatha as father for the Vishnu here. So Tataha Padmapalashakshaha. The Padmapalashaksha is the Vishnu Pundarikaksha, or the person who has very long eyes, like a petal of a lotus. A petal of a lotus is very long. It it is very long. So Vishnu's eyes, they were touching his ears. So the eyes are very beautiful. So Padmapalashaksha is the epithet of Vishnu, that he is the Pundarikaksha. He made Atmanam Chaturvidham. Atmanam Chaturvidham Krutva. He made himself to four parts. What are the four parts? These are the Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. These are the four parts. And all these four parts, he wanted to have Dasharatha as father. That he wanted to enter into the Dasharatha's house, or in the wives of Dasharatha. Pitaram rochayamasa tada Dasharatham Nrupam. So here is the description of Vishnu's intention of descendants. And now again the story turns into the Dasharatha's Putrakameshti. He was performing Putrakameshti, and there a person who came out of the fire of the Putrakameshti, and he gave Paisa and all other story. It follows now. We will see it tomorrow. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.